Hey Jericho, do you approve of the use of multicarts like this to play games that you don't own? No, that makes Jericho a sad puppy.
The four-legged meatbag will be very sad today.
Retro Rob plays everything.
Hey there, real gamers and gatekeepers. Retro Rob here, and I'm on fire.
This is awful.
Why? Because of this. I've got the Mega Everdrive X3 by Crits. This is the real thing, not a fake. I highly recommend you do buy the real thing and not a knockoff. They just tend to work a little bit better and less problems, better support all the way around. Like I said, I don't always say that, but in this case, I'm going to have to say that this is a better product than the knockoffs. If you don't know what this does, if you have a Sega Genesis, you can take an SD card, plug it into this cartridge, plug the cartridge in to your Genesis, and boom, you can run ROMs off of there. It accepts most formats of ROMs. In fact, everything I've tested worked, like MD and regular bins, which are the best format really to get it in, but it will not support them zipped. So there's something to note. It will run 32X games if you do happen to have a Sega 32X. I do have that. It will not run CD games though, so you can't load like a CD ISO or whatever in here. However, if you had the X5, you could do that, which is kind of cool, really. Supports game saves if the original game supported it. So say there's a game that doesn't have it. I think Altered Beast doesn't have a save, and you wanted to do a save game, you can't do it there because this does not have a snapshot function like the X5 does. It will support SD cards up to 32 gigabytes. Pretty cool. All right, let's take a look at what's in the box. Guess what? Not a whole lot, but I can show you the front of the box, which is really the only thing worth showing you because, yeah, there's the side. Yep. And there's the back. I guess there's a UPC code there, so you'll like it. Anyway, what's inside the box? Well, just this. At least that's how mine came. Well packaged though, well protected. And there is the X3 itself by Crits.
Cricks like Twix or hands licks.
With a dog hair on it. Very classy. Looks very much like your normal everyday Genesis cartridge, except it has that little micro SD up on the top right there. I don't know how much else I can report to you other than the fact that there's a little bit of prep. So let's go do that right now. So the first thing you'll need, of course, is a micro SD card. I've got that. You will need an adapter. Remember, the SD card can only be up to 32 gigs. You're going to need an adapter of some kind to get it into your computer. On some laptops it's built in. On some desktops it is too. On mine it isn't. So I use this little USB adapter for it, and on my laptop I use this USB-C adapter for it. Just depends. If you got any questions about that, don't be afraid to ask in the comments down below. I'm going to plug this in now. There we go. And up pops my drive. Couple things to note. Make sure it's formatted. Mine's formatted as FAT32. That will work fine. I've used that in the past. Next, we're going to go to Crits. See Crits. Actually, it's Cricks.com/pub/support Mega Everdrive X3, X5, X7. Yeah, there is an X7, see? /OS. And what you want to do, don't worry, I'll leave a link down below, is download the latest version. Here's one from January, so I'll just use that one. And I've recently downloaded it, so it's already there. And we will go to our download folder right now. Downloads. All right, delete that second one. Way to ruin the video. I'm gonna extract all. I do this step by step, but you could just extract it directly onto that SD card. I'm just doing it this way. You drag the Mega folder. Do not drag, if it makes one of these, a Mega OS folder. Drag the Mega folder into your SD card, and now you can see it. And it is there. Next, you will want to put your ROMs on here. There's several ways to do it. I have been just dropping my ROMs onto this main directory, but it can take forever to load, I hear. So you might not want to do that. I'm just going to take like a subsection of them. But you may take the best recommendation, which is basically to make a ROMs folder. And then maybe organize them in alphabetical order. So, you know, maybe make an A, B, C folder. There are some ROM sets that already have that done for you. So you might want to try that. I'm not going to do that, but it's probably the best way to do it. All right, I'm just going to show you a little bit of this process. I thought better of it. If I'm going to show you how to do this, I best show you how to split up the ROM. So I basically hit Control X on the ROMs I wanted to copy, and now I have an ABC folder with ABC in it. I'm going to take DEF, and you can group it better than this. There's actually some people who've already arranged this properly, and they're going to be a lot better than how I do it, to be fair. And there's I. But I find it's an easy enough way. Come on now. Shift. It's not doing it. Let's see. Usually you shift it, it can just go down. I don't know why it's not doing it right this second. There we go. It picked it up. Alright. And I'm going to continue and show you it when I'm done.
Thumbs up, comment and subscribe, or I will go Skynet on your butt.
And there we go. I'm all organized and ready to go. Got my SD card, got that Mega folder that I downloaded, got the ROMs folder. Now I can pop it out and put it into the cartridge. Let's do that. All right, so let's put the card in here. Notice how it's facing downside towards the front of the Everdrive cartridge. Simply plug it in, pretty easy. And now, put the cartridge in your Sega Genesis and turn it on. By the way, if you're gonna use it on the Nomad, you really should make sure you've got your batteries topped off. And here we are on the main menu. I'm going to press C. Go into options here. You can set the game region. The Mega key attempts to overrule basically region lockouts. Got a cheat section, I'm not going to go into that. Sorting files, we'll sort them from A to Z if they are showing up out of order. I keep that on. Hide the system directory. Not sure on that one. And there, if you want to play Master System games, you can have the BIOS running. There is a recently played, it will remember the last few games you played. Start a random game. There's the cheats. Toolbox, just information about the version, some diagnostics if you want to do it, and you can reset to default. Some of these things you cannot use on this particular version. All right, let's go back. Okay, I made a ROM directory. Let's go into it. There's no reason to go in the other one. We'll just pick a game here. Actually, you know, let's just go to something that I won't get whooped for. Here's Mr. Nuts. Here we go. All right, select and start. There we go. Hit start. And it works with most games. Note that the stretching, that's a function of the recording equipment I use that, you know, has nothing to do with the cartridge itself. How nice. Smushing some apples. It's actually not too bad of a game. Mechanics look alright. Can I ever kill him? Can I get those? Yes, I can. Oops. Come on, give me that. Come here. Oh, I can throw these. Oh, I'm out of them. I don't know if I necessarily approve of the name. Oh, come on. Anyway, I think you guys get the idea. The cartridge seems to work just fine. I haven't had any problems. I've actually had this thing open for probably a couple months now. Used it for a couple episodes of Guys, Games, and Beer. Never had any misloads or any other weird issues with it. The only thing, again, to note is if you do use it with the Sega Nomad, definitely keep your batteries topped up because it needs a full charge to be able to use this thing. It does draw a lot. And that's it. I want to thank you very much for watching this video. Neat little product. I'll put a link to it down below on Amazon, which I think is their official reseller. Bye.